Right. So here, in the previous class, we discussed one problem. In this class, we are going to discuss one more problem. So 240 heads and 160 tails are obtained in tossing a coin 400 times. Does this appear to be an unbiased coin or not? Okay. In the previous class, the previous problem, we discussed that only 216 times the head when the coin is tossed. The tail information is not given. Okay, but in this given question, 240 heads and 160 tails are obtained in tossing a coin 400 times. Does these appear to be an unbiased coin or not? Okay, in this way also, it will be the question makes it to a confusion. So you observe the question carefully here. We have to focus on probability of success only. Don't focus on these 160 tails. Okay, and follow the which method we followed in the previous problem. The same method we are going to apply here. Okay, don't focus on 160, just focus on 240 and 400 times the coin is tossed here. Okay, the first step is, what is our first step? Simply the first hypothesis step is setting hypothesis. First step is here, we need to set the hypothesis here. Setting hypothesis, that is A, H naught mu is equals to H naught, coin is unbiased, and B, alternative hypothesis, HA, mu is not equal to HA, that is rejected. Okay, first step we completed. The next one here, setting a suitable significance level. Again, in the second step, we have to observe the given question, whether LOS, level of significance information, is given or not. Okay, if it is given, then observe that 1% or 5%, which percentage LOS value is given, we have to take that only. So in this given question, LOS value is not given. So what we have to do, simply we have to assume that at 5% LOS, level of significance, 95% confidence level, that is 1.96. This is a critical value. Again, we have to write here at 1% significance level, 99% confidence level, that is 2.58. Okay, so we need to consider only A, that is at 5% significance level, 95% confidence level is 1.96 only we have to consider. Just ignore the B. Okay, then after, test criterion. By observing this problem, we have to write the formula. What is our formula? Standard error of number of success is equals to under root n into p into q. N stands for size of samples, p stands for probability of success, q is equals to 1 minus p, that is probability of failure. Okay, then again here what we have to do, again write the difference principle also. In the previous class we have written at this stage only. Then after writing, after completion of test criterion, go for the doing calculation. Okay, you observe carefully, when coin is unbiased, the probability of success means equal to tails. This is 1/2 of total sample, means 200 times heads and 200 times tails. 200 times tails here. Okay, then immediately 400 number of times a coin is tossed, that is 400 times into 1/2, that is 200. Okay, listen here. Standard error 400 into 1/2 is equals to 200. Standard error of number of success is equal to under root NPQ. This is a formula we have written. So here, the important thing is here, you observe carefully. We need to focus on probability of success only. Okay, a coin is tossed 400 times. The probability of success we got is 240.
Ready?
240. Please, all of you mute yourself.
క్లాస్ వీడియో చూడాలి అరే నువ్వు ఎంత కూర్చొని నేను లెక్కలు చేయాలి ఏమొద్దు పోయిరా
Shrikant, please mute yourself. Shrikant.
Okay, listen here. Shrikant, please don't disturb the class while the class is going on.
సారీ సార్
Please mute yourself. Okay, listen here. So in the previous problem, a coin is tossed 400 times, but the probability of obtaining heads are 216. We have to focus that on only the probability of success only. We have to focus. Don't focus on probability of failure. Please ignore the probability of failure. Please accept the probability of success only. So in this given problem, a coin is tossed 400 times, but heads are 240 and tails are 260. By dividing that, the examiner making us a small confusion. So in these given questions, simply we have to ignore the probability of failure. 160 should be deleted from our mindset. Simply we have to focus on these 240 only. These 240 will be treated as half value. Okay, we got a p value, that is probability of success, that is 240. The next one is q is equals to 1 minus p. 1 minus p is equals to 1 by 2. So here the difference amount it will be known to us very clearly. So 240 we need to consider here. Okay, we have to focus on only probability of success only. Don't concentrate on the probability of failure. Please concentrate on the probability of success only. Okay, for your confusion purpose, the examiner is given like this: 240 heads and 160 tails are obtained in tossing a coin 400 times. They have given. Please try to ignore 160 tails. Don't accept 160 tails. Please try to accept only 240 heads only. What is the probability of success? We have to focus on that probability of success only. The focus on outcome only. Focus on the result only. Okay. After writing these steps, immediately what we have to do, go for the next one, that is converted into the principal standard error of number of success is equals to under root npq is equals to 400. Based on these formula, the above information is carried forwarded here, that is 400 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That is again we got the same answer what we discussed in the previous problem, that is 10. But here difference is equals to, in the previous problem we got 216, that is the probability of success. In this given problem we got a 240 is the probability of success, minus half value is 200, that is the probability of failure. Don't consider 160, please try to consider 200 only, that is 16 is the difference value. Okay, 16 is the difference value. Then after that difference is equals to, what is our formula? Difference standard error is equals to difference divided by standard error number of success. Standard error number of success. Then here 40 divided by 10, immediately you will get 4. You will get the 4. These value is called critical value or the calculated value. Sorry, this value is called calculated value. These calculated value should be compared with the critical value. So after completion of this one, what we have to do, simply go for writing the comment or decision. Comment or decision. This is step number 5. The calculated value. Okay, here the calculated value 4 is less than the table value or calculated value 1.96 at 5% significance level. Okay, at 5% significance level. Hence the null hypothesis H0 will be rejected. Coin is unbiased. In this way we have to write the conclusion point. Okay, so here in this given problem and in the previous problem, from this topic, that is test for number of success, we have to focus on only probability of success only, probability of success only. So I am moving to the next problem. So dice problem, this is it. So this dice problem is very much important. Okay, listen here. Dice problem. In 324 throws, see, 324 times throws are happened here. 6 faced dice, odd points appeared 180 times. Would you say that the dice is for at 5% significance? Okay, at 5% significance. This is not for, this is fair, whether the dice is fair or not. Okay, so here by observing the question only, you can estimate easily. Okay, odd points are appeared 180 times. This is the probability of success. Probability of success. 324 times a die is thrown, 6 faced die is thrown. Here 180 times odd points are appeared here. Okay, then you observe the problem. First step is here, step number 1, setting hypothesis. This is a common. Null hypothesis, H naught, mu is equals to H naught. Okay, in the place of kind, you can write dice is unbiased. Okay, alternative hypothesis, HA, mu is not equal to HA, that is rejected. Then after setting suitable significance level, setting suitable significance level at 5% significance level, 95% confidence level is 1.96. At 1% significance level, that is 99% confidence level is 2.58. Okay, these two information is written, but in these given question it is clearly mentioned. See this one here, it is clearly mentioned dice is fair at 5% level of significance. 5% is already given here. Okay, in this way, in this question it will be mentioned here. Okay, you observe these point. Okay, in the previous problems 5%, 1% is not given, so we need to assume 5% only. So in this given question LOS value 5% is given, it is clearly mentioned. Then immediately what we have to do, we have to consider only 5% only. Please try to cut it, don't write this one. Okay, in examination point, if you write this one, it may consume 2 to 3 minutes and it is a time waste for you. Okay, just focus on this one and write this one only. Okay, after completion of second step here, immediately next one is a test criterion. Okay, test criterion, again what we have to do, same procedure, standard error number of success is equals to under root NPQ. Okay, N is equals to size of samples, P is equals to probability of success, Q is equals to 1 minus P, that is probability of failure. Okay, probability of failure. We have to write the formula here in test criterion, and we will get a good idea also. When we have written the formula in the place of test criterion step here, then we will get the complete clarity regarding this problem point of view here. So next one is a doing calculation. Okay, in this doing calculation, see, you observe carefully, when the dice is fair, the opportunity of getting numbers and even, okay, numbers and even numbers would be equal to the odd numbers, that is 1/2. Hence in 324 throw of dice, we expect 324 into 1/2, that is 162 odd points and even points. So here how much we got odd points, 180. But in these 324, when we divide even points and odd numbers, even numbers as well as odd numbers, it is 162. So simply we can say the difference amount is here, different number is 18 is the difference number. Okay, 18 is the difference number. Then immediately what we are going to do, we are going to apply into the formula, that is converted into the principal standard error number of success is equals to under root NPQ. Okay, then finally we got the answer is 2. Difference is 9. Standard error number of success is 9, and difference is equals to here 18 it is there. Okay, 18 divided by 9, that is 2. Okay, then here after getting this value, simply write the conclusion part or take the decision, that is the calculated value 2 is less than the table value of 1.96 at 5% significance level. Hence, the null hypothesis H naught will be rejected. Okay, then again the last line, it can be concluded that the dice is not fair. The dice is not fair. We can write here. If it is accepted, then we can conclude that the dice is fair. In this way, we have to write. Okay, then one more problem on dice. Okay, you observe the question carefully. This is very much important question. Okay, these type of questions may confuse you in the examination. So person throws 10 dice 500 times and obtain 2560 times 246. Can this be attributed to fluctuation of sampling? Give the decision making rejected or accept. Give the decision making rejected or accept here. Okay, 10 dice are thrown 500 times. Okay, then 2560 times 246 we got. Then again the same procedure what we are doing here, setting hypothesis. Okay, null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis, it is known to you already. Then setting suitable significance level. Yes, significance level is given in the question. Yes or no, once we will check. Okay, no information is not given, so 5% will be considered, that is 1.96 confidence level. Then test criterion. In the test criterion we will write the formula. Then doing calculation. In doing calculation part here, see, this is a small running information, you observe carefully. When the dice is fair, the probability of getting number and 2, 4, 6 would be equal to 1, 3, 5 numbers, that is 1 by 2. Hence 5000 throws of dice we expect 10 into 500. Okay, in this way you have to write 10 into 500 is equals to 5000 into 1 by 2, that is 2500. 2, 4, 6 points and 1, 3, 5 points. Even points 2500 times and odd points 2500 times. But in the given question, odd points they are repeated how many, what is that number? 2560. So here difference is equals to 2560. This is the probability of success. Focus on these 2560 only. Minus half value 2500 is equals to 60. Difference is equals to 60 here. So standard error number of success is equals to the same, write the formula under root NPQ. Okay, then into P into Q, then converted into the principle, that is standard error of number of success is equals to under root NPQ. Okay, then you will get here 35. Okay, when it is converted into the principle here, 35 point, wait a minute, 35.35, I think. You can once check and get clarity. Yes, 35.35 only. It is not 35 minus 35, it is 35.35. We got that this value. Okay, that is the standard error number of success is equals to 35.35. The calculated value is equals to standard error. The formula is difference divided by standard error number of success is equals to 60 divided by 35.35. That is 1.697. Okay, then this is the doing calculation part. The next with the decision here, the calculated value, see, calculated value 1.697 is less than the table value, that the critical value 1.96 at 5% significance level. Hence the null hypothesis is accepted. Dice is fair. Okay, dice is fair. These are the 4 important problems. Okay, these are the 4 important problems which comes under the method 1, first method, first topic, that is test for number of success. At this, we completed test for number of success from test for significance for attributes method. Okay.